behold, the first new release for the 2022 Disney Cars diecast mainline. It is none other than Mater with a working tow hook. Yeah, after 16 years, Mattel has finally released a version of Mater with a functioning tow cable in the main basic assortment. Now, they did do a Mater, just so you guys know, with a working tow hook, but it was in the Precision series line and obviously cost much more than the basic retail assortment. You can see here, you could pull it. It was actually very nice, very nicely done, but the availability of the Precision series stuff varied across the world and across stores, and so this is going to be much easier for people to obtain, and I think that's why it is actually a really nice release. I just wish that they changed Mater's expression. We'll get into all of that stuff in a couple moments here, but yeah, guys, welcome back to another Disney Docket presentation. Obviously, today we have this 2-pack with Road Repair Lightning McQueen, which is a new Thailand variant. You can see the Chinese version there. We'll compare the two. And then the new Mater. This came out of 2022 2-packs case L, which I just unboxed. I'll leave the link for that in the description below and card suggestion pop-up. It's a really good case. And before we dive into the review of it all, I just want to show you guys that there are more McQueens than just this one that you could use with Mater. Actually, every McQueen that Mattel has been releasing in the 2022 Disney Cars mainline has the notches in their base for Mater's hook to fit in. So you can see there's the one, if you want to tow them from the back, and there's one if you want to tow them from the front. I love that they're doing it, and I'm actually extremely surprised that they're doing this because that's a mold change for all these different McQueens, and to apply it to, the masses, Cruising Lightning McQueen. Obviously, I just showed you this regular Lightning McQueen. We have the World Grand Prix version of McQueen. Those are just the singles. They're even doing it in the 2-packs. Here is the regular McQueen in the 2-pack with Race Official Tom. And obviously, the Cruising McQueen that was in the 2-pack with Doc, that has the holes. Holiday Hotshot McQueen, Rust-eze Racing Center Lightning McQueen, Bugmouth Lightning McQueen. It's really impressive in my eyes that they're actually doing this. So really happy about that. And of course, Road Repair McQueen obviously has the holes as well. Now, as for the artwork for this pack, I think it's one of the best Mattel has ever done. Now, granted, Pixar supplied this art, and actually Pixar had this art for many, many years, probably now over a decade, in which Lightning McQueen is being towed by Mater, and they have these really funky expressions, which I love. I just wish they were translated better to the diecasts. Now, it's a little interesting that they included Road Repair Lightning McQueen because I don't think Mater actually towed McQueen once he was in his road repair state. He towed him out of the impound lot, but at that point he didn't have the tar yet. Now granted, he was probably dirty and dusty like this, but he didn't have the tar. So a little strange to me, and again, we'll discuss this a little bit more later, but I like the artwork. You can see the new for 2022 logo there. You can see the little functionality where they show where the hook can attach to McQueen. Red Ryder's packaging with Willie's Butte in the background there. You have the Mattel logo right there. As seen in Cars, of course. You have Race Official Tom and Lightning McQueen, Flo and Ramon, Sarge and Sheriff, Cruising McQueen and Doc Hudson, and Dinoco, Mia, and Tia, which all came out of the first case of 2022 2-packs. Wow, this is going to be awesome. I think this is... Yeah, I unboxed the Murray Clutchburn, but pretty much this is my first time unboxing a new release for 2022, so can't wait to dig in. So before we get into the review, and I'm sure we're all very excited to see how the hook actually works, I do want to show a little picture on the screen of where Mater actually tows McQueen in the movie. It's not as much as you'd think it would be. I'm pretty sure the only time he does is when he's coming out of the impound lot, and he makes the McQueen makes the big ouch sound when McQueen gets hooked by Mater. So kind of funny there. But I can't really think of another time that Mater tows him, and we don't really see Mater driving along with McQueen. So kind of interesting there, but Before we also get into the review of Mater with the Hook, we're going to just compare the Thailand version of Road Repair Lightning McQueen with the Chinese version. Now, this version came out in 2015. It was like the third case into the year, and then he was briefly re-released at the beginning of 2017, you know, before all the Cars 3 stuff began. So there is his base code. Let's see if we can read it. So that is, I think, the 329th day of 2014. That makes perfect sense. Like I said, he was released in early 2015. So you can see they adapted pretty much the same expression, but they did add, I guess, like the inside of his mouth to his expression, which is kind of interesting because he did look really teethy before, and so now he looks a little bit more natural, which I like that. The Rust-eze logos look pretty much the same, obviously a little different coloration, and the one thing I don't like about it is that it looks just a little rough around the edges. Literally, you could see it's just not like a fluid line all around, and the drop shadow doesn't look super great, whereas this one is just flat on the paint. Just looks a little bit cleaner. But this one's a little bit brighter colored as well. I don't know if you like that or not. I'm kind of indifferent myself. Now, they did change up the tar splatter. As you can see, some of the splatters in a different spot. It's leaving a little bit of the Bolt logo revealed there, whereas this one pretty much colored it all up, or covered it all up. So interesting how they changed it. Definitely looks to be a larger splotch. They also added a lot more dirt detailing to the front of McQueen here, whereas he did have some before, but it certainly wasn't as much as he does now. Taking a look here at the sides, again, we have Thailand on the bottom, China on the top. Definitely added a lot more dirt detailing you can see around here. They also seems to maybe have added some on the tires. I don't know, it just looks a little dirty inside the wheel well there. So maybe that was intentional, maybe not, but it does kind of look like they were going for that. So we do like that. You have the contingency sponsors. Now, it's funny. Mattel kind of got a pass for making the contingency sponsors blurry because they just put a bunch of dirt over it, so it looks a little bit more natural. The blurriness of the decals doesn't stand out as much, but they do look pretty good regardless. Yeah, everything looks really solid here. I like the gas cap on the Thailand cars. Those look so much cleaner than they did on the Chinese versions, but you can see how they kind of resized the Rust-eze logo here, recolored it. And the roof there, you have 95, 95. His signature, Lightning McQueen on the roof edges. That looks way better. Thailand does a good job with that. It's enlarged and it's just easier to read. And you have Rust-eze there on the spoiler, which I do prefer the Chinese version of because it's yellow. This one just looks like sand colored, kind of a weird color. And it's not the clearest decal in the world. Now, Thailand definitely wins out here because they added a ton of dirt detailing to the back, whereas China really chimped out, didn't put really anything on the back here. So Thailand wins there, and honestly, this is a pretty good Thailand variation, one of the best they've done, in my opinion. You can see the base code there is P43A, meaning it was made in the 43rd week of 2021 in Thailand, of course. All right, so there you have it with Mr. Road Repair Lightning McQueen compared to the Chinese version. Now moving on to Mater here. This is a Thailand version of Mater that's come out over the last couple of years, and here you have your new version. Now it really kind of stinks that they didn't give him a new expression. I think that would have been really cool. It would have really made him like a quote-unquote new release. And they did kind of give him a new expression in the stock image that you see on the card back there. Like, in my opinion, that looks, yeah, that's definitely different than what we got. You could also see Road Repair Lightning McQueen has a little bit of a metallic finish to it there in the stock image, but don't look too much into that because pretty much, for whatever reason, whenever Mattel nowadays makes a new stock image and the car is red, it has a metallic look to it. So Ducky Fauntleroy, the Lightning McQueen as the Easter Buggy last year, they looked metallic, even though they obviously weren't. So a little interesting there. But anyways, getting back to the Maters here, they look almost identical. Like, obviously, there are going to be a couple differences in the color and all that, but to me, everything looks very, very, very similar. Toe Mater, towing and salvage radiator springs. I think the decal looks pretty good on both. Maybe a little bit better on this new version here. And getting to the back. Yeah, I really can't discern a difference at all. Let me know if you guys do, but I can't. You have the lights up there, the siren. A113 license plate on both. Now, of course, the difference comes in the hook itself here. So they thickened it. Like, this is definitely a little bit firmer. You can't move it around as much. Like, I can move this around a little bit more. See how it's kind of swiveling there? This, yeah, you don't really have that flexibility. And they just made the hook monstrously sized. Now, is that accurate? Probably not, but it's really the only way they could feasibly make it so McQueen can be towed. However, we're going to try this mater, the old version, to see if this old hook can latch onto new McQueen. But yeah, very interesting. I think it looks pretty good. Just probably not the most accurate thing in the world. All right, now is what you all came for, and that is the towing. So it kind of is a little weird to me that they didn't center the notch. Like they didn't put it like right there. They put it off to the side, like on all of them, both sides. But maybe there's a reason for that, and we will see here. All right, so yeah, it fits in there nicely. Oh wow, that is some nice functionality. I'm surprised you could reverse so smoothly. Wow, I'm a big fan. Let's see how turning works. Wow, I'm impressed. I am very impressed with how this works. You can't make really short turns. You can't make narrow turns, but like that would be the same in real life as well. So this is really nicely done. I'm very impressed. And yeah, it doesn't really matter that it's centered or not. I feel like they probably didn't center it so that it was out of the way of the rivets. Yeah, I'm sure that's actually why they did it. Let's try the front now. Yeah, this is perfect. Mattel did a really nice job with this, not gonna lie. Wow. This is awesome. I could go around all day like this. What do you guys think? I think it's super smooth. Great turning as well. Forward and backward, that's awesome. Alright, so now I did want to try this old mater, see if it could hook onto the notch here. This is going to be, nope, yeah, you can't. It doesn't fit under there. It doesn't have enough upwardness on the hook. So yeah, he's out of the picture. I remember I used to try and like hook mater. Like I used to do this, but it was so difficult. I remember I used to be able to use Race Tow Truck Tom a little bit with McQueen like that, but he would just drag along the front, you know, so it wasn't super great. So yeah, now you finally have a just basic mainline tow truck that can get the job done. Let's see if he can hook onto like an old McQueen. Oh my God, no way. So this is your new mater, and I hooked him onto the old Road Repair Lightning McQueen just by putting it into that like rivet hole right there, the hole for the rivet. Wow. Now he drags a little bit, it seems, on the front, but not really that much. That's pretty nice. It's a very versatile hook. Can pretty much go with anything. Here you have a Cars 3 Thailand Lightning McQueen. Let's see what he could do with this guy. The hole is not deep enough for him to latch onto that. Maybe the front, though. Yeah, a little bit, yeah. This hook, it's a good hook, man. I like that. All right, so got our tests in. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. I'm a big fan of these releases here, even though it is, you know, everyone's kind of frowning upon it because they're like, wow, that's the first new release of the year. It's really made it with just like a bigger hook. Yeah, I know it's not the best thing in the world, but could be worse. I think if there were other new cars out there, this would look really nice. It would be a nice complimentary release, but because everyone's looking to it as the only new release, it gets a little bit frowned upon. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon for another one. Bye now. Oh, and by the way, the Precision Series mater still works great with this new Road Repair Lightning McQueen. As you can see, it hooks in there super great, and you could just drive him around as well. So that's nice that they, I don't know if it was intentional or just by chance, but they made it compatible with the Precision Series version. So that's awesome.